All right, and hello, and welcome back to the third and final game of the night. All right, who's responding to something? And yeah, hopefully we have a good one. Let me look at what I was reminded of. There we go. Cool. And we'll see as we can run through our week now quickly. You can see a real mix of results, but no game fives. And to be honest, I'm not sure I'll see that. I'm not sure we'll see that change. I think the favorites have won every game thus far. Again, not sure we'll see that change, but still some interesting results. Of course, Houston without two taps, still able to take a game off Round Rock, but that one went as expected. Steinhatchee, Florida, and New York all getting sweeps. New York able to bounce back for theirs, this time closing out a 2-0 lead. Meanwhile, Florida and Steinhatchee came in as favorites and did it again. Then, of course, you have Lincoln, Hanoi, where Lincoln were favorites, hoping to bounce back, and were able to do it. I mean, you could see the team on the right won in Steinhatchee and Lincoln, meaning that they were 0-1. So by pure record, they're underdog, but by strength of team, I think you put them ahead. Now, looking at our standings so far, you can see kind of similar to where Pixel was at, except one less, as we have 2 at 2-0, 2 at 0-2, 6 in the middle, and the 2 undecided at 1-0 and 0-1. Again, I expect St. Petersburg to win this, which would make the same record distribution as in Pixel, but we gotta play to find out. Let's turn over to our stats. You can see your key players are Christian and Calmly. Let me see. I believe there was a 1-day, which was Calmly being switched out for Wolf. So without Calmly, I believe your key player transfers over to KX, who has changed his name to Q. So don't get that mixed out. Q in the lobby will be KX, not Calmly, who typically starts with Q. As we don't have anyone joined yet, but we do have people for the most part in calls. Um, we are waiting on one to join one of the calls, and of course, we both joined the lobby. You can see inverse results so far, as the Wave got a sweep over OKC in the first week. That was OKC with a 1-day, although I think that would have maintained either way as far as the result. And then we have Kyoto getting swept by Miami. So we'll see. Of course, they do have a 1-day, so not the main roster, and definitely coming in as underdogs in this matchup. But we'll see if they're able to come through and get a big win, or if we can see the Wave do it again. Now, if the Wave either sweep or no, they have to sweep. If the Wave sweep, they will be in first place. If they do anything less, they will be in third place. If they lose, obviously, they might fall even further. But that's where we're at. Of course, doesn't really matter this early on, but that's how that goes. By the way, Pixel standings are updated, are done, but I had to update Strength of Victory. So even though I finished them during the lead up to this one, didn't have time to actually get it screenshotted, so they will be posted following the conclusion of this one. So, Pixel standings, you gotta wait just a minute, but they'll be up pretty soon tonight. As again, we are just waiting. I do generally agree with that assessment by Boston in the chat. I think Wave, I mean, you can look at the results up top, and I think I pretty clearly expect the Wave to win, as I've said several times. I think you can hope for a world we get a better series. I mean, Round Rock went up against Houston without 2 taps, and they still took a game off them. So I think we can have hope that in this league, games can always get interesting. But I think it is very stacked against Kyoto here. So I will be surprised if they win. I will be pleasantly surprised if they can put up a fight to take a game or further. But hey, we'll see. Hard to make those predictions before you see the game for a reason. So I think this is one where I will predict Wave 3-0, and we'll see what happens. As we are still waiting. Looks like on everyone to even get in call for one of our teams. So hopefully that happens soon. Because we're running up against... Did I send the info? Okay, so I sent the info at 01, which means they have until 11 before we would run into an issue. So hopefully in the next 3.5, about to be 4 minutes. What? 4.5, about to be 4 minutes. They get stuff figured out and get in the lobby, because we don't want to deal with that. But either way, we can keep talking about our stats here. You can see everyone on St. Petersburg getting the same amount of goals, but it is Christian doing it on the least amount of shots, giving him the highest shooting. And we also have very similar assists across the board. Most saves to Christian, most demos to Appa, which makes sense because he was the demo leader last season. So I think you can expect the aggression and demos from Appa. You can expect probably the most defense and maybe the best shooting because he's playing the most defense from Christian. And Andy is, of course, also a massive player. I think this whole team, pretty well-rounded. I think Appa ends up falling to be the third. But even then, you can see him tied most goals, most assists, is getting involved in that forward half. Meanwhile, on the other side, not quite as much going on. I mean, Comley was the majority of their offense in the end. And honestly, by the way, they all do have pretty good shooting percentages, which is interesting. Team average at almost 40%. But, yeah, I mean, you can see just kind of less across the board, but goals more focused on Comley, assists more focused on KX, saves pretty similar but very spread out, and then demos also spread out and much lower. So this team much more specific in their stats maybe, that it seems like Comley was the goal shooter, KX was the assist man. All right, as we get ready to go, almost 20 minutes later, Kyoto about ready to take on St. Petersburg. The wave will be in blue, Kyoto in pink, 1 days on each side, and it is KX and Kyoto who will get the first goal. They've been iced, but they still step forward. And they get goal number 1. KX has been out of the lobby. He's been locked in on free play, and it has served him well. But we see the wave pushing forward here. That's a great drop-down pass, but it's blocked to the side. KX trying to get it away again. That's 150 over to the right side. Now it'll pop out again. Samu down from the ceiling. Samu trying to drop it down. Wolf up in the air, looking for the 50 down. It's off the crossbar. That's odd. Very, very strange, but it's a Smurfy issue. As it always is. As this one's off the sidewall again, Conley gets a redirect forward. Now over to the side again. This one will get cleared back. KX trying to pop it forward. It'll get dropped down. Now LZ looks for a shot forward, and Wolf will turn it the other way. Andy left alone, dives in for the early 50, and wins it forward. Now Samu tap back. Appa pass across, but there's no one there. This one off the corner. Appa trying to drop it down. Wolf plays it over to the side. Now this one will roll up. Andy waiting behind it. It was, I believe, Leighton, LZ, who tried to dive for it. Was beat out as this one goes almost just in, but Appa can't reach it, and it still hits the post, so the Wave get lucky on one. And the deficit stays at 1, but this has been an awkward early game. Now Samu pops this one up. Demo comes through on KX. LZ wins that challenge. It'll roll out. Bouncing through. Andy there. Wide. Double. Still wide. LZ with the fake. Beats them all. But still no one to take a shot on target. And Kyoto maintain their lead for the moment, although Wolf is left alone. He'll still 50 through 2. KX cutting in. He'll look for a dribble. He'll get a 50. It'll go to the back while Appa up. Gets a tap straight out. Wolf's in the air, but Andy beats him to it. Now dropping down again. KX, another high pop-up. Samu looking to drop it down. Wolf looking for another play. And now LZ drops it down, bouncing forward. Samu looking for a shot. Andy dropping it down. Appa's there. There's the tie game. They've had the press all game long, and finally they find the window. What a pass down by Andy. And Appa able to get the shot through. Now Andy, another big 50 on the kickoff. Appa looking for the slot, but puts it a little bit wide. KX will end up behind it. He'll have control up in the air, looking for to pass it off to Samu, but couldn't get it across. Now Wolf looking for another play, gets a big bump as well. Looking for a center, but Appa has a full tank, and he'll just guide it to the side. Now KX trying to drop down. Andy will take it on a dribble. Low boost for Wolf, left alone, but Samu helps out. He might need another touch. It gets by him. LZ gives the Wave a lead. 2 minutes left to go. Wave take the lead. Another great pass in front by Appa, and LZ able to run onto it. So the Wave trail for a while, but over the course of 20-30 seconds, they get 2 goals back and put themselves in front. Now LZ up off the corner. Samu trying to drop this one down. Wolf off the corner, dropping away. It gets pinched over to the side. Now LZ looking to get back to this one. Wolf drops it out off the side wall. Now Samu trying to jump up. It'll get cleared away. LZ looking for a shot. Good save by KX. Wolf trying to jump up for the follow. He'll go under 1. Samu the catch, looking for a 50, but it gets away from him. Still he'll recenter, looking to force it through. It'll get popped back. Wolf will take a shot. That one just barely wide. KX next. It's off the corner. Good save out by Andy, but another one from Samu. And it's saved and tied again by Kyoto. So many shots, so many saves. Finally, Samu breaks through. And now KX forces another one forward. Appa will jump up for it, looking for a reset, looking to drop it down. Wolf will catch it away. Now it's Samu in the air once more. LZ trying to drop it down. Now KX trying to pop it forward. Wolf trying to get it away. This one bouncing forward. Appa in the air, looking for an air dribble, trying to get it forward, but KX knocks it down. Now this one is a bump coming through. Samu trying to get it forward. Appa off the sidewall again. KX another clear away. Wolf up for it. Gets a 50 down. Approaching the final 30 seconds here. Still all tied up. Kyoto would like another goal to take the lead, but Wave still most of the pressure in their favor. Also looking to sneak that one across the line as Wolf goes under this one. It might bounce back out. Side flip by KX. Andy's shot saved by Samu. Now off the side, it's Andy trying to pop it forward. He has the control. He has a 50, but it's blocked well by KX. Wolf now gets it over to the side. LZ's catch taken away by Appa as he'll try to center it around again. Drops it out. LZ moving in, 50'd away by Wolf. Clock strike 0. Ball still in the air. Appa trying to jump up for it. 2 dive. They 50 it. It will drop, although Samu keeps it alive. LZ to the back wall. Wolf pushes it to the side. Kyoto begging for overtime, but Andy keeps it up. Andy, air dribble to Appa. He scores. Samu pops it up. But unfortunately, it's only the wave with a chance as Andy centers it. Samu can't reach. Appa just barely sends it home. And the wave take game 1 at 0 seconds. 1 to the better in the series. Kyoto play it close. They make it a battle. But still, the wave are able to take it. As we now load on game number 2. I didn't mute the game, so you got to hear it, but that's all right. As you hear people leaving now. I do have pause power today, so that makes things easier in general. As we're waiting on something, and it appeared to be Andy joining back, which he has now done. And so we get ready to load in game number 2. Wave 1 game ahead, but Kyoto made it close. So now the question, will we see another wave win, or can Kyoto actually take a game down? And this one's down the sideline by Andy, another one pinched out. Now bouncing around, dropping down again. Wolf gonna win it forward. Another dunk off the back wall. Appa awkward, but it's a... They both go, they pinch it, and it's a doink pinch to get it away. Appa now might have a shot, but Wolf is able to pop it out. KX on the air dribble gets a high pop, 50 through. It gets by Andy, it's off the crossbar, and LZ sends it to the side. Now KX looking for Samu, but Samu doesn't commit, and it's cleared down the middle. On target, just wide. LZ still wide, but Andy gets it home. A good attempt, but just way too aggressive for Kyoto. LZ not able to send it home on the other side, but it works out as a pass, and it eventually gets sent away. This one off the back wall again. Wolf trying to pop it up. No, still waiting behind it. Dropping down, looking for another 50, but LZ will dunk it away. Samu now off the right side, dropping down again. LZ the bouncer. KX will turn it the other way. Andy trying to get it off the back wall. Appa not able to get it. Now dropping out again. Samu, pop off the backboard. Appa trying to get it away. And now a quick shot by Andy. That one's in. From the midfield, he slots it. Appa to Andy to the bottom right corner. KX, no boost, no chance to save it. Now LZ trying to get it away again. KX 50 away. Samu trying to get it out to the right side. Now Samu, another one pass in front. Andy going to take the back pass. LZ to the side, but popped out by Appa. This could get awkward, but no one's able to crash. And it might just be another cross-field goal. Somehow LZ scores. It looks like it could be a chance for Kyoto, but they're all forward, and it just goes by him. And so just like that, the Wave now 3 goals ahead, and it's not looking good for Kyoto. With Andy with another dribble, another pop, is it in? No, Wolf keeps it away. Demo on Appa, LZ still there, another shot high, but sent higher. Samu trying to pop it downfield. KX looking for a shot, it'll get blocked away. Now Andy gets demoed. Appa looking for it. Cleared away. Wolf now another 50 forward, but Andy there again. The defense just keeping them out. And LZ another follow-up. This one will get bounced forward. Now another 50 into the corner. Wolf will get bumped off it. Andy looking for a 50. Does try to slow it down, but Andy just loses it away. LZ now another pop-up into the air. KX towards the back wall. Samu the drop down. Wolf is there. Double commit. Andy still saves. Now Andy back to it. Another clear away. Appa down the sideline. Pop off the backboard. Demo. Andy post-mortem gets the goal. Appa forces it out. He demos the goalie. And Andy might get demoed, but he gets the shot off. And the Wave are running away with it here on DFH. But now another pop-up in the air. KX able to drop it down. Andy gonna catch it back. Over to the side. Wolf gonna dive by it. KX down off the back wall, but Apple will get it away. Now KX up in the air again. Andy off the backboard. Wolf trying to get it away, but Samu close on the redirect. Not quite able to reach it. Trying to cut forward again as we cross the final 2 minutes here. Still a good amount of time in it for Kyoto, but they do need to get a goal on the board soon to start the run. Andy, though, trying to keep the pressure on. Wave don't want to give them any way back into it. LZ up in the air. Samu trying to get it back. This one will roll up. It'll get cleared out again. KX still under it, gets a reset forward, and now popped up again. Appa trying to follow it. He'll get it down. Andy's there. Together they force, but it goes wide. LZ is there, though. And on the follow, it's 5-0. Another goal across the line for the Wave. And it is now 5-1. Andy off the backboard. Appa trying to dive forward. It's off the corner. Wolf sending it away. LZ a clear out. Now this one rolling away. LZ trying to get it out to the side. Ends up 15 his teammate, but still Andy able to get it away. KX, another long clear. Appa able to send it to the side. Now it's Andy still with it. Gets the 50 forward, and Wolf able to send it out. KX. Another one pop forward. Wolf trying to keep it up in the air. Now Wolf trying to center it again. Andy dropping down with it. Samu pushes it to the side. Of course, though, as the time runs down, the time runs out for Kyoto. And the Wave, it was close in game 1. Not so in game 2. They take match point. I didn't even notice in the chat. KX coming out and saying we'll take the forfeit now with 1 minute to go. You can see, of course, especially when at the forfeit time, the update was that there was a sub. You don't want to just take it, you know. If you can play it, you do. But not going the way Kyoto want as the Wave. A little awkward maybe in the first game, but they have it locked in here in game 2. No looking back. They score 6, or they score 5 rather. I was looking at 6 shots for Andy on his 3 goals. And now the task is monumental for Kyoto. If you want to get your first win, you need to step up. You need a reverse sweep against the team that just put up 5 against you. Sounds nigh impossible, but of course with a fresh 0-0 on the clock, the chance is still there. Wolf a big 50, but it's just off the post. Samu trying to catch it down. LZ will get the win forward. Up off the backboard again, pinched out in front. LZ gets us started. Wave lead again. 1-0 St. Petersburg. The Wave lead it 1-0. And now Wolf will 50 it forward. Demo comes through again. Appa trying to drop this one down. KX, this one off the post. It'll bounce up high in the air. Now Andy looking for a 50. It'll get cleared away. Appa trying to drop it down. One around the outside. KX still going to follow it around, looking for the drop down, looking for the play. Andy dunks it out. Appa's in the air. He will score. 2-0 Wave. They double their lead. And the difficult task is starting to look impossible. Kyoto need a reverse sweep. They need the win. But they're already in the hole by 2 goals. Only 1 minute played, which does mean 4 to go. So at least that's a positive, but need to find a way to stabilize here as Wolf will try to dribble out, but Appa dunks it. KX a big win forward. LZ getting disrupted. He still recovers for it. Appa around the outside now. Samu looking to jump for a dunk, but doesn't have the boost to get there. Wolf another bang forward. LZ dives by it. KX puts it high. Samu diving in next. It's high off the ceiling. Appa now diving forward. LZ puts it on net. KX saves it away. Samu now bouncing it away. It'll get down into the corner. Appa trying to stay with it. Wolf up in the air. Still waiting on it as LZ drops it down. Samu now unable to get there. Andy on the dribble. Big flick beats 2. No one in net, but the shot was wide. And Samu's able to save a follow. Andy now up in the air again. Wolf trying to get it away. KX off the side, tries for the double. It's cleared out. This one popped away again. Now up in the air is Wolf. Apple will force it forward. Off the side wall. Andy gonna play it forward. Now doubles it down. No one's there to shoot though, and Wolf will be able to dribble it away. Samu trying to jump for it. This one's dropped down. Appa scores it. 3-0. Another goal crosses the line. Appa makes it 3-0. Now another one shot forward. Appa will get it blocked away. Down from the ceiling, 2 minutes to go. Still time for the Wave, but not for Kyoto, but not a whole lot. This one will get cleared away. Now popped forward again. KX already in the air. Samu trying to jump up for it, but he goes above it. Now it's Andy trying to flick it away. Wolf trying to keep it in, but it just falls to Appa, and he will get the long clear. And he falls on it from the skies. It's 4. An airstrike. The pre-jump doesn't work, but he adapts. Perfectly placed far post. It is 4. And I don't think we're gonna see a comeback. Dire is an understatement here. Dire would have been entering this game. Now they're down by 4. 70 seconds on the clock, and it's not getting any better. This one's up high off the backboard. LZ will drop it down. Now Appa able to play it out from the side. In the air, Samu able to get it away. Wolf now gonna drop it out. KX, another long clear. This is a window. It should be, but he doesn't have boost and it can't go through. Saved by Appa, and that should kill the hopes, although Wolf, KX may be denied, but Wolf will get one back. Popped across by Samu. Wolf gets by Appa, who doesn't have boost, and slots it in the top right corner. Now this 1-1 back. Andy off kickoff. Don't do it to him. Wolf is able to block it away. KX a big clear. Could have been a chance, but LZ able to dive back for it. Final 30 seconds now. Andy, another 1-1 forward. Samuel off the right wall. KX already up for it. Looking for a pinch, but it'll just get played away. Now KX around again. Popped up high in the air, and it's Appa to send it away. Andy trying to move up, double to the corner, pinch out central, it's not quite in. And Appa's dunked away as well. But the time runs down, and the chance runs away from Kyoto as St. Petersburg, one day or not, late or not, will take the 3-0 and will take first place. Long season, but they will stay undefeated and move up to number 1 with a commanding 3-0 sweep. No, I will not, Tiger. The payout will have to wait, as we will see if we have an interview. And I have a DM. And we will have an interview. All right. So we will be back in just one moment. And we are back with St. Petersburg. We'll get to you, LZ, but we'll first start with the team. You do have the 1 day, but you get the sweep. You get the win. How's it feel to be undefeated?
Terrible.
Hmm.
LZ's supposed to be talking right now.
Okay. We can get to him as well.
Yep.
Yeah,
Lane, what is
LZ,
it?
for you, obviously stepping in as a 1 day, getting your chance. How's it feel to get a sweep here?
It feels good. It's probably the only game I've subbed and actually won. So it's different. It feels good.
Good stats. Good shit. Easy dubs. Samu still sucks. Just want to point that out.
Of course.
Currently, he is 0-5 against me, I think.
That's crazy,
I don't
bro.
know. I think so. Beat him in playoffs. Beat him regular season. All 3 seasons, so. Bro's trash. Get off the game, uninstall, go back to Prism. Or Pixel, whatever. Cool.
Of course. Now, I know you want this
Shots.
to be about LZ Apple, but you do play Lincoln next week. How are you looking at that one?
Who's on the team?
J Synth Colbob.
Should be fine. That's easy dub.
Good
3-0,
analysis.
calling it now.
Oh, okay.
If Christian doesn't go MIA after saying okay, he'll be there the hour beforehand, he fell asleep. I don't blame him.
Fair enough. Now, last question I will ask you. This win does put you guys in number 1. Do you think you're the best team?
With Christian, probably not. With LZ, yeah.
Okay. So we gotta see that change come through, or?
Yeah, we're gonna see that pretty soon.
Okay.
All right, that's what Verm said. Mid-match.
Fair.
I got a message. So, shout out to Verm. Yep, he's managing for the wave this season.
Can we shout out?
He's claiming a ring if we get one.
Can we shout out Leighton for waking up at 5 a.m. with no warm up?
Yeah, we're gonna shout out Leighton for
Shout out LZ.
being a G and missing 5 open nets.
W.
At 4 a.m. though, so we'll give him creds.
By the way.
Ruining my stats, by the way.
Unlucky.
Had more assists.
I apologize for the lousy performance.
Yeah, all you did was just show up so they didn't have to forfeit. Like, come on.
That's what I did, bro.
Exactly.
I was literally in bed, bro, and I didn't even have my PS5 on myself, bro. I had to take it out of the other room to fucking play, bro. I was about to go to sleep, but I didn't want them to get a forfeit. No one else was replying. I was hoping someone would reply. But shout out LZ, man.
Hey, we have a permanent sub now.
The EU gent.
Yeah, appreciate you showing up for them.
All good. Every week I'm calling you now.
So you know. Anytime.
And he's scheduling at 11 or midnight to make sure it's as late as possible.
Yes, exactly.
Bro, I was gonna wake up for that shit, bro. Availability is priority, bro.
All right, well, congratulations on your win. GG's, and good luck next week.
GG's.
All right. There you have it. So again, you see Appa at least somewhat appreciative for LZ getting on and allowing the game to happen, and it goes about as expected. Very close game one. Respect to Kyoto for that, but afterwards, the Wave step it up. Maybe LZ wakes up, and they just run away with it. But that does it for tonight, and that does it for week 2. We'll see you back next week for week 3, but one last time, your final score here, St. Petersburg 3, Kyoto 0. We'll see you back next week.